Hello there, I'm Cheekster, and welcome back to the Dark Rites of Arkham. Now, in the last episode, we fished some boots out of the river. Scuffed up a bit of a bootlegging operation. And then we faced a rather big issue with our old dear friend Mac and Cheese. And a monster burst out of a crate and tried to devour us. We have very little memories of what happened after that. It sadly is all just a very sticky haze. But we survived. And all of that, of course, was within a hypnotism session just now. So it's very much in the past. But great stuff, great stuff. So we saw a monster. Another one. Happy with that. I'm ready to go. I think I'm feeling alright. Let us begin. I don't know. I'm going to give him moldy cheese? Moldy bread? There you go, sir. There's some kind of ants. What? Again? Where did the sandwich come from? Stay away from me. I'm leaving until these things from hell disappear. I'll do the same if I were you. They get into your pants and... Bah! You probably deserve it. Especially you, Foster. I'm out of here. Excellent. Okay. Oh, jeez. We have an umbrella. An American-styled umbrella. Now, it feels natural that because... oh, that's the wrong one, isn't it? It feels natural because I'm solving the park, that this would solve the other one. Why can't I give her the thing? Excellent. Evil fish has made it close. No. No. Oh my god. Here, take this. It's not a real one, real cane, but it's close enough. Courtesy of Mayor Bradley. Oh. I can really go home with this. How can I ever thank you? Don't worry about it, lady. We're here to help. We are the law. You're angels, the both of you. And you're a devil. Good night, gentlemen. And rest assured, I'll be voting for Mayor Bradley. Right, wrap it up, lady. Wrap it up. It's being dramatic now. Come on, we're done. Thank goodness you ended this nightmare. Now I can get back to work. Not so fast, Sonny Jim, laddie boy. Hand over the weapon. Weapon? What weapon? The crank. The crank handle. What was the plan? Are you going to use it on that poor lady? If you couldn't get her off the bus? I only meant to scare her. Oh, God. I'm just going to beat her over the head with a crank handle. It's nothing big. Spare me. I'm confiscating it. What if I get a flat? Then you'll have to get Viagra, sir. Well, I don't know, but screw you. The crank, please. And I don't want to see this again. Have some empathy next time, will you? And watch that temper. It'll get you in trouble, sir. Let's get out of here, Harvey. We've had enough of these bus people. Echoes. Okay. Now he will pick up that bastard with the magazine. And then we can use the crank and handle in the... what do you call it? The museum. I'm trying to piece this stuff together. Okay, so yes. Magazines. He would have left it here. The latest stack of Strange Eons magazine. I'll take that with me. Excellent. Now we need the thing in the back. This and this. I don't want to damage the magazine. Well, we wanted to get the thing out. Okay, whatever. I can't sit around being fabulous all day while he's wasting my time. I'm going to go here. I want to do this quickly because Yes, wrap it up. Oh, it's going to be... Yes, welcome back. Come along. Now I want to use the cranking handle. No, my luck, the bloody bastard won't let me do it while he's there. But I'm going to push him. I'm going to press him to a cream sponge and see if he reacts. It fits perfectly. Nightmares! Fishmen! What? You can't. How could you? Oh. It's, hypnotic, don't you think? You can explore the museum at your own leisure. I will be right with you. Weren't you tired of the sky? A little, yes. Let us go. Excellent, excellent. We have a cranking handle. Wax figure, can we take it? Good move. We're going to give this to Fishman. Are we really going to steal from a museum? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see myself do it. But I just saw it. I don't know what you saw. We are two different people. But you? Oh, I see. Yes, that's right, my literal friend. That's right. Tablet? I recognize this from Mesopotamia stuff. I'm sure it is that. Is it Ishtar Gate? Oh, that, yeah. It's what it's called on the shop. Is Ishtar's thing, isn't it? Right, anyway. Oh, hang on. There we go. I have a magazine. This month's Strange Eons magazine, with the corresponding invitation. Perfect. I suppose you're aware that the invitation that comes with the magazine is for one person only. Oh, wow. But you are readers of the magazine, correct? Of course we are. We buy it every month, me and my friend. 50-50, you know. These are tough times. Absolutely. You can come in. Enjoy the evening. Thank you, old sir. Oh, here we go. Brace yourself. Reports on victims of spontaneous human combustion indicate that we were chronic alcoholics. That most were chronic alcoholics. Such figures have led to some to suppose that residual alcohol in the body acts as an igniting agent. However, as in many documented instances, Miss Violet Ashford was a teetotaler. Therefore, we can rule out the theory and treat those data points as mere coincidence. We have arrived. The condition of that leg is very similar to the condition of our victim's hand, isn't it? It certainly is. I must caution you, the final slide is decidedly distressing. If anyone feels it might offend their sensibilities, do step downstairs. My colleague, Professor Taylor, will summon you once it is passed. No one, I see. You were all pleasure seekers on the frontiers of knowledge. Good. Kurt? Pressing the button. Mr. Reginald Grayson. The fire affected only his head. The rest of his body remained intact. I have styled this uncommon manifestation localized, spontaneous human combustion. Why should the conflagration confine itself to a single part and not progress beyond it? Might the phenomenon possess some sort of consciousness? You will find the answers to these questions in Chapter 8 of my book, providing, of course, data with the utmost scientific rigor. Lights, if you please. We're in. Well. Shall we take 5 minutes and then proceed to the signing? A pity you arrived at the end. You'll have missed the substance of it. It's a shame, yes. Detective Foster and Detective Whitman. Arkham PD. Have I landed myself in trouble, detectives? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. It depends upon the direction the wind blows. Do you pay your taxes? Sure, why not? Have you killed anyone lately? Good heavens, not recently. Have you nothing to worry about then, I guess? We need your advice on a case, in fact. What are we going to show is strictly confidential, see? Don't share it with anyone else, even though there's a whole room of people staring at us. If you disclose this information, you'll be committing a crime. Oh, don't worry, I'm quite familiar with the protocol. It is by no means my first collaboration with Fuzz. What do you need? Take a look at this. What do you see? Pray, let me see. This hand was found at the crime scene. There was no trace of any fuel that could have started the fire, which leads us to believe it was spontaneous human combustion. It could very well be such a case, beyond doubt. Yet, one detail gives me pause. Observe the wrist. Ordinarily, remains do not present in this fashion. Here, the cut is unnaturally clean, as if severed with a hot blade. Do you have a photograph of the charred remains? Why, yes. I admit this photograph is a bit disconcerting. There was barely enough ash on the floor to show that the entire body had been burned. This burnt area on the wall is the only thing that... Good Lord! What's going on? These are not residuals of fire. They are a signature of a portal. I beg your pardon, sir. A gateway through space and time, which is commonly employed to transverse between 2 points in an instant. Upon closure, it leaves a scorched silhouette of its shape. That is what you are seeing in the photograph. Wait a minute. Witches? The sort with pointy hats, flying brooms? They are highly educated and intelligent women, well versed in the darkest of arts, and far more dangerous than any fairy tale stereotype. Do you know why? Because they are real. Witches? I reckon we're in over our heads with this one, Harvey. Everything rather falls into place. If only a hand was found at the crime scene. The subject must have crossed as the portal collapsed. We're looking for a handless individual, everybody. Terribly sorry. He didn't have time for his entire body to follow through. These portals can only be generated by witches? Oh, shit, sorry, I clicked it. Sorry. That means that a witch opened that portal, and the only one we thought was a second victim is actually the murderer of the first one. It is impossible to determine his identity from his fingerprints. There is no record of him, and we don't have him on our files. Now we have 2 killers. One, a one-handed man, and a witch. Portals are unconstrained by time, but limited in space. According to Joseph Curwen's manuscripts, portals have a range of 25 miles. Thus, the origin point lies somewhere between Arkham, Salem, and Kingsport. Salem. Very witchy. All indications point to the presence of witches in Arkham, so your radius of investigation should be confined to this city. Find her, and you may yet apprehend them both. Where can we find? Not where can we... sorry. Sorry. I've been ill. My voice is croaky. Where can we find not just a witch, but that witch? My own knowledge here is, alas, limited. However, there is someone in this very room who can tell you more. With your permission, I'll be right back. Yes? You won't believe this. Witches. What are we getting into, Harvey? I just wanted to eat sardines and possibly make a harmless remark to a filly. Oh, they've come back. Detectives. May I present my colleague, Kurt Taylor. He has been assisting with this evening's presentation. A pleasure. He's a history professor at Amherst and a specialist in the colonial era. He has written several volumes on the witch hunts in colonial Massachusetts. I dare say his expertise will be of considerable use. I shall leave you in his capable hands, and I must attend to my guests. All right, lads. So you've stumbled upon a portal. Right. And you're on the trail of a witch. Right. That's right. Well, I have good news and, of course, bad news. Good news is, suspect pool is down to 3. And they're here in Arkham. There's no record of any other witches in existence today. And the bad news, sir? You'll have to be extremely careful if you encounter them. Don't underestimate them. They're very dangerous. Tricksy, you might say. They're masters of the dark arts. They can twist reality, deceive your senses, and, in the worst cases, cast deadly spells. These witches? Tell us about them. Have you ever heard of the Salem witch trials? It was a Puritan frenzy that happened 3 centuries ago. Between 1692 and 1693, to be precise. More than 100 women were accused of practicing black magic. About 20 were executed, and several died under torture during the trials. All of them falsely accused, of course. They were just women who lived on the margins of the community's strict religious conduct. All of them were accused simply for being victims of personal conflicts or collective hysteria. With 3 exceptions. Keziah Mason, Mary Warren, and Abigail Reville. All of Arkham. They were accused of kidnapping children, witchcraft, the death of several villagers, and signing the Book of Azathoth with blood. In their confessions under torture, all 3 testified before Judge Haffron to a strange story involving complex lines and curves. These geometric shapes, properly traced, created a portal that could take them through space and time. 3 women were confined in individual cells, awaiting burning at the stake that very evening. On the day of the execution, the authorities were astonished to find the 3 cells were empty. In their place was an elongated burn mark on the wall. Exactly like the one you discovered, Jack. They were never found, of course. They disappeared from the face of the earth. However, there are indications that the witches traveled through time to our era. I've had other things to do this past year that have kept me from looking into this thoroughly. But I can assure you that all 3 are in this city. Wait a minute, buddy. Are you saying our suspects are 3 witches who time traveled more than 200 years to get here? I know it's hard to take in, but I buy it, I do. How about you, Harvey? I'm open-minded for the moment. Tell us about Keziah. A student named Walter Gilman disappeared without a trace a couple of months ago. He told anyone who would listen that Keziah Mason appeared every night at the foot of his bed. These statements could be taken as a simple delusion, of course. But the fact is that Gilman lived in the same room where Keziah Mason had lived hundreds of years before. And his account of the witch entering and leaving that room matches a portal. Where can we find this place? At 100 High Street. It's a boarding house for baldy folks. New destination. Now tell me about Abigail Reville. I assume you are aware of the Arkham Central Bank robbery that occurred a few months ago, in fact. Yes, some of us didn't get paid that month. They claimed that part of the payroll money was stolen. They still owe us for that month. Consider it lost, buddy. The money was deposited in one of these vaults. It wasn't forced. They didn't even find a hole dug from the outside into it. What they did find were the remains of a fire in one of the walls. But they didn't think much of it. I guess you know what we're talking about. They arrested a grave robber named St. John, who used to brag that he'd found a way to rob a bank without any problems. He was released due to lack of evidence, of course. Bit of a rough-up, but they let him go. I investigated this character and found out he had an accomplice. A small-time psychic who called herself Madame Lavinia. Some sources assured me her real name is Abigail Reville. Where can we find her? She has an office in the alley between Wayland and Olmsted. Wayland, not to be confused with aliens. They're strangely connected. And finally, good bald sir with grey hair and brown eyes, inform us about Mary Warren. Tell me. Some information has come to my attention that she's part of a cult. The New Kingdom Walkers. Unfortunately, I don't know their location. The New Kingdom Walkers. A couple of years ago, when they were operating in Kingsport, of course, I was undercover in that cult. I often see one of their members hanging around Hoffman Street. That's why I assumed they'd moved here. Hoffman Street, huh? Let's start looking for Mary Warren over there. And alas, good sir, I have written down the places where we can find our suspects, Jack. You can check my notes whenever you want. Excellent, Harvey. Top work. Bang on. Notebooked. We greatly appreciate your help, Mr. Taylor. And you too, Mr. Moore. I think it's time to go hunt some witches. Which of the 3 witches should we investigate first, Jack? Well, I've always liked the name Abigail. Madame Lavinia. Okay, here we go, people. Here we go. This is it. This is the moment. This is the moment. Okay, ready? Madame Lavinia, also known as Abigail Reville, a witch out of her own time and a bank robber on the side. Let's see if she's home. But I'll warn you, Harvey, I am a sucker for bad women. Poster. Strength, purity, and performance. Choose Victory Oil. Brilliant. Creeper. This alley's humid as hell. I wonder this kind of plant thrives here. No wonder. The gutter. It won't stop dripping. Okay, let's go in. Madame Lavinia! Can you imagine her asking who's calling? Some fortune teller, huh? I always wanted to say that. Abigail Reveal! Arkham Police! Why'd you tell her we're police? Leave it to me. It's locked. I think we should get a warrant. A warrant? Seriously? Damn right. It's gonna be quite a few years until we need warrants, sir. Jackie boy! Damn it! She's turned it to purple. What the fuck is this? Looks like a magical barrier. So the witch is playing hardball, huh? Replica of Cthulhu? No. Pistol. Back a few feet, Harvey. I know this won't work, but I have to test it. Yeah. Worth a shot. Let's inspect the barrier. Oh, damn. Probably don't touch it. It hurts! Magical barrier. Smells like urine and dampness. Is that you or the alley? Still, it smells better than the precinct bathrooms. Ha ha! Always a good time for a joke. Right. I think we're stuck here. Let's go see Keziah. Ooh. A quirky house, one might say. Let's go see her. Look through the window. Yes? Evening, Mom. Detectives Foster and Whitman. I'm Foster, of course. And you must be Whitman, then. Are you here about the babies? Well, Mom, you should stop eating them. Babies? We've got a few questions. This is the house of Keziah Mason lived in, right? Yes, but that was a long, long time ago. Have you seen her? Huh? The witch, Keziah Mason. I'm quite clear. Are you kidding? There's no such thing as witches. What do you mean, babies? Newborns have been disappearing in this area for months. They're being snatched from their cribs. There are a lot of undesirables in this neighborhood. It must be the Poles, Italians, or Spaniards. Absolutely must be. Probably my Spanish great-grandmother causing a ruckus again, as she always did. Americans don't usually do these things. I don't know anymore. I mean, I'm living in the Epstein Files hysteria era at the moment. We need to ask about Walter Gilman. Yes, the student. I already told his classmates everything I knew. We understand he was in Keziah Mason's old room when he vanished. Yes, the attic. I don't rent it out much. Too many rats, you see. I can't afford an exterminator. That's why it's so cheap. And only students or underpaid stiffs bite. What's an underpaid... What's a stiff? Steady. Mind if we see the attic? I don't have the key. Why? The current tenant's got it. Makes sense. But he's not here right now. You're the landlady. You don't keep a spare for emergencies? I had one, but one of those 2 keys disappeared with the student. I could make a copy, but that Polak, is asking for a lot of money for it. There are people like him taking advantage of others in this damn crisis. And do you know whose fault this crisis is? All of them. If they hadn't let everyone into this country, we'd be swimming in abundance. Absolutely. We have to inspect the attic, quite simply, Mom. And what do you want me to do? I told you, the current tenant has the key. What now? Kick the door in? Well, I've been kicking doors in currently through this game a couple of times now. And who's going to pay for the door? The police? I hear Arkham PD owes its officers several paychecks. They can't pay you, but they're going to pay for my door? Forget it. Where can we find this tenant? He works at the gas station by the cemetery. I think it's a Silver Star station. A couple of weeks ago, he asked for the night shift. Seems the rats keep him up. It's not my fault. I warned him about it. What's his name? Stuart Davis. Good evening, Ma'am, and careful. We may have more questions later. Don't leave the country. I'm not going anywhere. Likely story. Can you believe that bitch? For a moment, I thought Katherian Mason herself opened the door for us. You shouldn't make fun of people's physical appearance. All right. I'm just checking. Got her. It's too old to climb it, and Harvey is too by the book to do so. Sign. Rooms for rent. No prostitution accepted. Remember that. It may limit our job opportunity. A decent house. It's not bad. It's fine. Swanky man. Swanky man living his dream. Right, let's talk to this Stuart. We wouldn't hear him through the glass, so I'll shoot through it. Kick the door. Oh, damn it. Damn it. You, bozo. Detectives Foster and Whitman. Arkham PD. Are you Stuart Davis? Yes. And you live in the attic 100 High Street? Did I do something wrong? We have no record of you doing anything illegal. As of yet, sir. Rest easy. Rest your balls, Stu. Ah, thank God. I thought it was about... anyway, how can I help you? We need the key to the attic. If you'd be so kind to lend it to us. You're going to search my place. It's not a search. The attic's connected to a case we're working. It has nothing to do with you. But what you going to do? I mean, it's at this time of night. If I were you, I wouldn't... Are you worried we'd run into Katherian Mason? Who? The witch. Don't play silly with me, man in hat. Is that her name? We know about it. You and your ghostly, sinister love fest. Thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy, you see. What can you tell us about this crazy witch? Well, she's an old woman. She's very wrinkled. Very sinister. I'm scared just thinking about her, actually. And, she shows up every night. Every single fucking night. It's like she knows I'm in the room. And she comes through the wall. She goes right through it. At first, I thought I was hallucinating because of the, well, you know. I thought I'd overdone it with the reefer. That's right. That's a surfing term. Oh, shit. I probably shouldn't have said that. Go on. She yanks me out of bed and drags me along. Are you going to do something about it? I don't want to go through that nightmare again. Why do you think she wants you? I don't know. Apparently I look like Joe Rogan, and she loves him. All I know is the next time she takes me to that place, I won't be coming back. Where does she take you? I have no idea. All I know is that place doesn't belong in this world. The worst part is that you can hear babies crying. It's a place of madness. Babies crying. This music is winding me up. Newborns have been disappearing around the neighborhood for a while now. I haven't seen any of them I haven't seen any of them in that hellhole. But I hear them whenever that witch drags me there. I know that she's the one behind all those kidnappings. You've got to do something. The key, please. Oh, yes, of course. Here we are. And why do you still live there? There's something up with you and the witch. Wouldn't it be better to just leave and go somewhere safer? Why do I still live there? Because I can't afford anything else, remember? The job pays peanuts. Literally. There's no money. They're like, would you like some peanuts? We've got some oil. Anyway, where would I go? I noticed that witch doesn't show up during the day, and so I asked for the night shift. I sleep during the daytime there, and for a time being, I'm safe at those hours. We'll leave the key with the landlady when we're done. Get rid of that damn witch, please. You're cops, aren't you? Finish her off. Get her down. We'll be in touch. Don't leave the country, sir. Oh, Whitman. Would you believe it? Gas can. Mine. What do we need an old gas can for? Same reason we wanted that campaign umbrella. Or that stinking tin can. Touché, sir, said Poirot during his more drunken session. Bucket. Let's go around the other way. It's overflowing with motor oil and water. Ah, you again. We have the attic key. Now step aside. Mr. Davis lent it to us. Do we have your say-so to go up? Now that you have the key, yes, of course. Tell me, what's your interest in the attic? Police business, Mom. You wouldn't understand. Police business, eh? Do what you have to do. But try not to disturb the other tenants. Here we go. Hold on, Harvey. Cut the damn thing. Where's the switch? Bumbles. There we go. There's the burn mark. It's freezing in here. I feel more than just cold, Jack. Me too. Let's take a look around. To the portal. It looks a lot like the one in the photograph. It's pretty much the same alarm clock. He said he sleeps through the day and probably has it so he can get the hell out of here before nightfall. Bed. Okay. Table. We're inspecting the table. This jar contains marijuana. I think Davis has gotten himself into some serious trouble. We should report it. What's wrong with you, Harvey? Didn't you see how broken that guy was? A witch drags him out of bed every night, and you still want to get him in more trouble? It's still drug possession. It's a felony. Lay off, Davis. Will you? He's got enough on his plate. Jack. Yes? Mr. Davis said Kazia Mason. Kazia Mason knew when she could find him in the room. As if she could detect him, yes. I suppose the witch must be aware we're here. I think it wouldn't be long before she shows up. In that case, we'll surprise her with a bullet between the eyes. Harvey, draw! Watch out! I have a feeling she's coming. On 3, Harvey. 1. Oh. 3. I'm bored. How many hours have we been here? Half an hour. Well, feels like an eternity to me. You know how half an hour can sometimes feel like 6. By the way, I've been thinking, and can I ask you a question? Why not? I noticed your expression when Davis, or the old lady downstairs, mentioned the kidnapping of newborns. He smiled, unsavourily. Tonight I asked you if you were married, and if you had children. In both cases you dodged the question. I've been detective for half my life, and I know when someone has a story to tell. So what's your story, Harvey? Damn it, Jack. I don't. Hey. I don't have to tell me anything now, do you? I was just thinking about... Completely innocent. Nothing. You know me. I talk too much. Don't let it bother you. Before I was a cop, I was a psychiatrist. And then I met Teresa. A strong woman, grit and fire. But very cheerful. She was everything I wasn't, which wasn't that hard to be, as I'm only one thing. I don't know what she saw in me. I've always been a grey man. I blend into the background, into the crowd. They call me Mr. Cellophane. I'm not the kind of person you invite to a party, you see. Not with a forehead like this. You know that too. You know. We've only been partners for a few hours. But you've shown me that you're a good man. I appreciate it, Jack. Even if it's not really true. Listen. You don't have to go through with this. If you don't want to. You're a good partner, Jack. It's an honor to have had one just like you. I think you deserve to hear it. I spent time with Teresa. It was the best time of my life. Until we decided to have a child, of course. During the pregnancy, Teresa changed. Her attitude began to take on a negative tone. She asked questions neither of us could answer. She questioned her life, her existence, her role in the world. That ended up distancing us, even though we lived under the same roof. I tried to help her. No longer as a husband, but she turned down every bit of it. However, she did listen to any guru or quack she came across. Then our little Joey was born. She met some guys. A cult. She was very secretive about them. All I could find out was that they called themselves the Guardians of the Deep Truth. Teresa walked about the great day. The time when she became part of the community in her own right. The great day consisted of a blood sacrifice, Jack. A blood sacrifice. That of our little Joey. And I'm not talking about Kangaroo. Oh, God. That's terrible. I never saw her again. Harvey, Harvey! That day I swore. Profusely. And I swore, with the bloody corpse of my son in my arms, that I wouldn't stop until I found her and her damned cult. I tried to track them down, but they vanished from the face of the earth. I specialized in cults. I joined the police force so I could have more resources for my investigations. Last year I led suggested that the Guardians of the Deep Truth had ended up in Arkham. A lead suggested. That's why I requested a transfer here. I spent many years tracking them down from town to town, city to city. And I suppose there's still a long way to go before I can put those guys behind bars and a bullet between my ex-wife's eyes. I just want to have Teresa in front of me before she rots in a cell and ask her if everything she did was worth it. She's going to say yes. And that's all, Jack. That's all. That's all I am. This one bloody mess. There is no me anymore. Just what she did. Just where she's gone. Just where is she now? You know what, Harvey? I've heard some stories. And when we're done with this case, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll help you find those sons of bitches. You said they might be in Arkham, right? I think you could use a helping hand, too. What? This could be it. Guns at ready, gentlemen. Oh, dear. Who are you? Where's Stuart Davis, my love toy? Keziah Mason, I presume. Get out of here. This is not your room. It's my room. This is none of your business as well. He's my toy. Shit. She's getting away. Cater. Come on, Harvey. Jack. No. I don't know if... Damn it. No! My God. Where the hell are we? Jack? Are you here? You here, boy? Jack! Are you? Where? Stranger in a strange land. Achievement unlocked. And on that bombshell of a dark city. Looks like the end of the world, doesn't it? Jeez. I hope my voice pulled through some of that. It's getting pretty raw. I'm going to have to... that's why I've got to stop. But I got to say, fantastic character backing for Whitman. Gives him a lot more. Bear in mind, I'm a neurodiverse cat, so he's very autistic. And I love it. He's very to the point. That's what I feel. And he just doesn't get it and all this stuff and like that horrible shit that happened to him. And is that Jupiter in the background? There are planets in that museum. We're going to have to address this. Symbols of darkness. This is just so good. So good. This is one of the best point and clicks ever. Already. And I've played Longest Journey. And Grim Fandango. And Discworld Noir. And many more. I love this. I love this. This is so good. Okay. Alright, right. Well, there we have it. There we have it. I have to give it a rest because my voice, my throat is getting sore. But it is amazing. And I can't wait to get back on it now. I'm like red hot. Red hot. Like this floor. Ready to go. So until the next video, my sumptuous devil tentacled love machine / detective extraordinaire. Bye-bye.